What is happening? I'm N64 Josh. We just got done watching the Nintendo Direct. It was a partner showcase. It started off super strong. I have none other than Super Nintendo with me. What's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm
doing great.
Doing great. Yeah, we had a little glitch right there, but I think we're good now. So let's talk about this thing. What are your impressions? Are you stoked?
Yeah, especially for Monster Hunter Rise. Plus, we got Hades out today, but yeah, overall, I liked it a lot. The rumors before the show were we were gonna get Mass Effect trilogy and date for Doom Eternal. We didn't get those, but what we did get was pretty great. What about you? What'd you think?
I loved it. I'm gonna turn the sound off here on the video just all the way because it seems like it's loud even when I had it at like 1. So Monster Hunter, love this series. I bought a second Wii U because of Monster Hunter 3, and so seeing the movement right now, we've got like I'm so stoked for this, honestly. My only question is what's the loading screens like? What's the world like? What's the map like? They've given you all this ability to travel extremely fast. I'm imagining once you get into the world, you're just in the world and you're not going to have to deal with the loading between areas. What do you think?
Yeah, because it seems like what would be the point of having the dog and like the stuff to be able to move super fast if you just use it to run 2 inches and load. So hopefully there's no loading screens in between sections.
Yeah, it's literally like jumping into like a Spider-Man game and swinging like twice and then waiting for the waiting for the area to load. Like,
Right, yeah. Or like Pitt said, where you get hit and then the monster knocks you out of the area.
yeah,
So then you got to sit, wait for a loading screen, then run back.
wait for another loading screen.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they knock you like down off of a cliff that was a whole new area. You have to, oh man. And that meant in those older games that you had to go around in some cases, in some areas you couldn't just climb right back up, so it was quite the trek. This game kind of does away with that. You can pretty much climb any surface. You've got the wire bugs that they gave more detail on at the later direct, and it was, I mean, this looks great. You can tell this was made for the Switch. It's not the 3DS port again, like we got with the last game, which it was a little rough on the eyes. This looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like its own thing too. It doesn't look like it's just like a knockoff of World. It looks like its own Monster Hunter. It looks like a sequel to like the 3DS versions.
It really does, and that's great. I mean, it really is. I mean, World is awesome, but I mean, there's nothing for me personally. I don't at times I don't like seeing these games try to get squeezed into the Switch, and then you end up losing resolution or like. In a game like this where, I mean, I know I will invest hours, I'm excited that it seems to be made from the ground up right for the console.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Plus, we got Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah, I did. I was one of the people that was hoping we would get the first one on the Switch. But yeah, it's kind of like sort of like Pokemon, but you get like one monster, you basically riding it around, and then you fight other monsters, and you have 3 different attacks, and if like red beats blue, and so if you use red, they're not just color based, they actually have purposes, but I forget what they were, so I'm just using that as an example. But so if you use that, then they'll come at you and you'll overtake them and attack them instead, and you won't get attacked that round. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Interesting. I know a lot of people in chat, like a lady was talking about the art style, how she really liked it. I'll be honest, I was deterred from the first one because of the art style. I thought it was a game for kids. Honestly, I thought it was. I thought it was something that was catered to a younger audience, and as much as I love Monster Hunter, I just kind of avoided it. So
Right, yeah. I think that's what they went with because they ended up making like an anime series about it, like a kids show about it.
well, and there were
So
amiibo for that game too, also, but in not in the where did we
West,
get
only in Japan.
only in
Yeah.
Japan? Okay,
Um,
that's what I thought.
I actually imported some of them. And basically it's the different amiibo are the different characters riding different monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and you can take the character off and you can switch them between the different monsters.
Oh, interesting. That's something kind of new for amiibo.
Yeah, that was like the only amiibo that really did that.
Yeah, I think Game and Watch maybe was the other one that was
Yeah, Game and Watch, you would take them off his base and you could switch them out,
right,
and
right.
then it was almost like the thing, I think, was it Miyamoto that was talking about like wanting to make a Star Fox amiibo that like kind of transformed into a different amiibo, but they scrapped it,
It's called
something like
Starlink.
that. Yeah, no.
So we're seeing fitness boxing right now. The first game was pretty solid. You know, if you want to get a good workout with your Switch, holding your Joy-Cons, you can punch the air. And of course they got Karen, thankfully, you know, so she can complain about her coffee having 2 shots of caffeinated instead of 1 decaf. So
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, fitness
and
boxing too, December 4th.
and this one is published by someone else. In the first one, Nintendo published the first one in America, but not in Japan. And now the
Oh,
second one is published by someone else everywhere.
interesting.
I
Interesting.
mean, I guess they don't need to they don't need to publish it when they got Ring Fit now.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Disgaea 6. Are you a fan of this series?
I always end up playing them, but I never end up beating them. So I like play them and get into them, but then never make it very far. But yeah, I always like the style, like the strategy RPG, but I just haven't played enough of them. But maybe this one will change that. But of course, at the same time, I say that about every version.
Right, I got it. I got it. Because we have a number of Disgaea games on the Switch, right? I know there's 5 for sure, and didn't one get
I think the first one did. Yeah, it was like a remake of the first one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I own both of them, but they've never been in my Switch. They've never been in my Switch. So but yeah, it's gonna be, if you want to try these games for Nintendo Switch Online members, November 23rd through the 29th, you'll be able to check this game out. So, or at least the 5th game. This game was kind of weird. Like, is this an older game? Is this a brand new game? Is this something you have seen? I hadn't seen this before.
Which one?
The like the mafia looking game.
Oh, Empire of Sin. I think they announced it like last year or something.
Got it. Okay,
Um,
because I felt like I'd seen something, but I was like, I don't know. And I'm like, is this? What was the? We have the Rockstar game, the L.A. Noir or whatever, and I'm like, is there? Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a sequel? What's happening here? So
and then this one's just like a, you know, turn-based mafia game, sort of.
does it kind of play like Mario plus Rabbids or XCOM?
I think so. That's what it seems like.
That's yeah. There, I just saw a grid on the screen there, so that's probably what it's like. So, yeah, it just looks interesting. Doesn't really look like something for me, but I'm sure some people will be into it for sure. Next up was Sniper Elite 4, which is a series I have never touched. I think I have a Sniper Elite game on the Wii U. That I, like, as I started collecting Wii U titles, like it was at GameStop for like $3 or something, you know. So I picked it up. So, is this a series you've played?
No, I haven't really. I haven't really played it at all. But I always look at the videos of it being played, and because I think there was one where they had like zombies or something.
That could be. That could be. It seems like this game has been around forever, and I think it's one of the like. It seems like they've been on. I mean, I want to say it goes all the way back to being on the Wii even, but it
Yeah.
I've just never picked them up. When it comes to shooters, I'm all about running and gunning, not just sitting still. And
Yeah, I feel like I'm too impatient for that.
right. But it looks great. I mean, it looks good. It looks it looks like a solid title. So it
Yeah.
actually seemed like there was quite a bit of action, so maybe there is quite a bit of just being, being on the ground, running around, stuff like that. So the Long Dark was the next on the list here. It's available today. Is this a brand new title as well?
No, I think it's been out on everything else for a while now.
Got it.
And the I remember the developer was talking about how he wanted to bring it to the Switch, but it was just a matter of when. And I guess the when is now.
This next game was the the golfing game, and it starts off by saying like check out these like visually impressive environments, and it's like there's no
Yeah.
textures whatsoever. Like this looks like it did not look good. It didn't look good. I mean, I hope it plays solid, but when it comes to golf game, it's got to have Mario in the title. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. I mean, it's already out on the Switch. This is just the physical version comes out on the whenever it is, the 25th. And
They-
yeah, people were not thrilled with this version of it. Like, I mean, there's even like stuttering and stuff inside the trailer. It just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Then they showed Hades, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Will you be picking that one up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been looking forward to Hades since they released it, like I think like 2 years ago at like the Game Awards as like an early access game.
Ah, got
And
it.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll be all over that.
Cool. And then next up on this list is from Square Enix. I can't remember. They just showed the name of this game, but I don't.
Balan Wonderland.
Yeah. What do you think of this one? This one kind of reminds me of like the art style and the gameplay almost looks a little bit like it was an Xbox game that Rare made. Literally the name just escaped. Like
Cameo.
There it is. And it kind of looks a little bit like that, but at the same time, there's certain screens that they showed that it kind of looked not so great. And so I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for me, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the Sega Saturn game, like Nights in the Dreams, or there was a game on like the original PlayStation and the N-Gage called Pandemonium, and kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Or there was some game that came out. Yeah, it just I don't know. I don't really like the character designs that much.
Yeah.
And the game, yeah, I don't know. It looks okay.
I get it. Next up was Rune Factory 5, and I immediately messaged Lady because she's been talking about this game forever, and it's going to be coming out in 2021. It got delayed, apparently, and looks like Harvest Moon with like a JRPG, kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of like Harvest Moon mixed with, I think this is made by the people that originally used to make the old Harvest Moon games, but they don't have the rights to it anymore. So they got the farming, plus you can go into like dungeons and stuff and fight stuff and get supplies for your town.
So I mean, that's got Stardew vibes, or I mean, I know Stardew has has Harvest Moon vibes, but I mean,
right? Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Lady's like, yep, it's Natsumi. So, and then last but not least is Ori, which was kind of a little bit of a surprise, honestly. I thought, I mean, didn't Xbox at one point say that they were gonna just kind of start focusing on
Yeah, they said they were done bringing games to other platforms.
Yeah. Well, they weren't. They
I
weren't
guess they
complete.
meant except for this.
They,
You
yeah,
know.
except for this one. So, um, and that Ori's going to be available later today,
Yes.
and then there's a special edition they're showing on screen right now that's going for $150.
Yep. From I am 8-bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it does look really really cool. It does look really cool. Now I'm assuming. Did anybody go and check it out? Is there an Xbox special edition as well? Like, did they release it physically for Xbox?
It's a good question. I think they just released the regular edition.
Huh.
I mean, when I don't know, they might actually have an Xbox version too. I'm not sure. I haven't checked.
So, chat, I want to hear from you guys. What was your overall impression of the direct? You guys excited about it? Kessie's asking about the Hades was the game that you're looking for. That was after the golf game, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was Hades. So yeah, there we go. Pitt confirmed it was Hades.
Pitt said it's from Supergiant, and Supergiant did a bunch of other really good games, and like Bastion and I can't remember Transistor, but yeah, it looks really good.
Mr. Addy says best partner direct for me so far, but that's not saying much. All right. A few different people saying Hades looks good. Larry Starr says Supergiant has some awesome games, like their first game Bastion a lot. That's cool.
Right. And earlier this week, they came out and said, "Hey, just so you know, we're delaying the cross save between the Switch and the PC, so we don't have to delay the game on the Switch."
Okay.
And then 2 days later, this happened.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, at least it's because it's a roguelike, right? Or whatever, where you go in, you die, you level up, and then you go back in again.
Yep, you just die, repeat. Yeah.
Got it.
You want to get out of hell.
The Hoffman says, I don't like this direct because now I have to get all the Monster Hunter games. Lady confirmed the Ori special edition is Switch, Xbox, and PC. So
okay, yeah, that makes sense. $150.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny there. Let's see. Now and then 64 is asking about the Empire of Sin, right? That was the title for that one.
Right, yeah, that was the turn-based mafia war game.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and now and then 64 says Empire of Sin looked best to me, right? So there you go. I love it. I mean the one thing about these partner showcases is there's always something for somebody. But in most cases, in the last few we've had, there's not been much that I've really cared all that much about. So it's it was good for me to see Monster Hunter. If we had seen Apex, oh my goodness, like at least get the date. Like I was really hoping that was the out now. I wanted to be playing Apex on my Switch after this video. Not gonna lie, and I would love to go back and play Mass Effect again on the Switch. Like I would absolutely love it. I mean, and if they're gonna remake some games like Mass Effect, we might as well get Dead Space in the mix too. You know, let's get that one going as well. So
yeah, that'd be nice.
Mr. Addy says yes. This is more of something for everyone than the others have been. Right? The others seem to be a lot more focused. Yeah.
On a certain genre or something.
Yeah. Pitt says this was great because I like the games they showed. The Monster Hunter follow-up had some good info. I love the details that make it more than a commercial. Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, if you've never played Monster Hunter before and you're like on the fence about it, you're wondering, you're like, okay, this game looks cool. You have to put the time in with this game. You have to y- play with people. It's an incredible community. This game in Japan is absolutely massive. Like, there would be like, you couldn't sit on a subway and not see people with their 3DSs playing Monster Hunter. Like,
Right. Yeah.
it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. So it just go into it planning on investing a good amount of time and get a team together of people to play with. But it is such a welcoming community. Like, you can jump in with no headset, not even able really to communicate with people, and you can tell them, hey, I'm looking for this armor set, and they will jump in and fight the same monster with you over and over and over again, just to help you get what you need so that you can build the armor set that you want. And it's really a game of getting, like, you can make your hunter look pretty much how you want, and you can pick the monsters that you hunt over and over again so that you can get the armor sets and the weapons, and it is a lot of fun. So I really enjoy it. But overall, Super Nintendo, you enjoyed the Direct?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to March 2021.
Yeah, and they did say that this isn't the last Direct for the year. We still have more of these to come. So, like, this was an early, and this, I mean, the timing of this one being 7 a.m. for me that it started. Monster Hunter is huge in Japan, so I'm not sure the exact time over there, but I'm pretty sure it's probably in the afternoon. So it's prime time for this Direct to take place, and
Right.
and it makes sense, right? This Monster Hunter was kind of the focus of this one, I would say, overall. And since Mass Effect is an M-rated game, I'm assuming Apex is, but I don't know for sure. Doom is M-rated. Will probably,
This one did have some M-rated games.
Which was Empire?
Emperor Elite, I think.
Oh, it's not, yeah, right. But even and the stuff they showcased was pretty mild, though. There wasn't any.
Right. Yeah.
There wasn't. It wasn't like the PlayStation Call of Duty presentation with Call of Duty, where dude gets sniped like in slow mo, and it was just blood everywhere. So, but yeah. So we'll be seeing more of these later this year. Again, we're still waiting on Doom, waiting on Apex. I'm still hoping that I mean, it was great seeing that Hyrule Warriors is coming out. That I've been waiting for some kind of third party to take on another first party IP. So
yeah,
that I was kind of hoping that we were going to see something Mario from a third party in this Direct, but it didn't happen.
No. But Hades is up on the eShop, and it's 20% off right now. So normally $24.99, but it's $19.99.
Oh,
right now.
Been on sale. So apparently it's after midnight in Tokyo right now. So I was way off. So it started at 11. But I mean, that's not too late. I just figured it would be like an afternoon thing for them. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this Direct. Super Nintendo, tell people where they can find you.
Just look up Super Nintendo everywhere on Twitch, YouTube, stuff like that.
There you go. Make sure to go sub to his YouTube channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.